Miley Cyrus is opening up about her split from Liam Hemsworth in a new Candid interview. And ET also has some new details about how Liam felt about her comments. But it all started in a new interview with Howard Stern on Wednesday. Miley talked about what led to their split in 2019, saying, quote, "There was too much conflict," adding, "When I come home, I want to be anchored by someone. I don't get off on drama or fighting." In the interview with Howard, she also talked about the loss of their Malibu home just before their wedding and said that she clung to what was left of that house, which was me and him. She added, "I really do and did love him very, very, very much and still do, always will."
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Liam's thoughts on this. He definitely shared some thoughts. Well, according to a source, he shared his thoughts. This is what a source tells ET. It says, quote, "Liam is moving on with model Gabriella Brooks." The source says that Liam isn't upset by the recent interview Miley did, where she says there was too much conflict in their marriage. Liam was hurt when they initially broke up, but he has moved on now and is happy with Gabriella. He's very traditional, and Gabriella shares the same values as him and gets along with his family. Their relationship is easygoing, and they have similar upbringings and backgrounds. Now, all of this being said, Denny, I feel like we have been so attached to Miley and Liam, and of course, their divorce was a
For a
huge
long time.
moment. Yeah, was a huge moment for the pop culture world. Do you think that they can ever get to a point where they could possibly be friends again?
Well, it's interesting, right? Because Liam clearly didn't take any issue with Miley's comments, but I think that's because he has since moved on. It's easy to move on when you're dating someone else, and so clearly
True.
he's in one place and she's in another. I feel like it'd be different if he was single. I feel like he would actually be a little more hurt by her comments, and mainly because I don't. I mean, I can only speak for myself, right? And I feel like if I was in his shoes and didn't move on and was still kind of recovering from the breakup, I'd be upset that my ex had my name in their mouth. But that's all to
Yeah.
say that they had also obviously have a long history together, and I feel like with time, I think they could get to a place where they could be
Really?
friends. But I think the key is time.
Mm.
What do you think?
Okay. Well, look, we don't have a crystal ball. We can't tell the future. I would hope they will be able to be friends in the future. But at the same time, from my experience, I've had exes, that hurt me in the past. Liam made it very clear that this situation broke his heart. It hurt him.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
because of that pain, even when they try to come back and be friendly, it's hard to be friends with them because I just don't trust them with my heart anymore.
Sure.
I feel like after you go through something so traumatic with someone, to forget that, you can forgive, but to forget it, it's pretty hard. But
It's so hard. It's so
it's
hard, but
it's
like I said, I think over time though, and if they're both literally, in good places and doing their own thing and
for
have both moved
sure.
on, whether that's with someone or not, I feel like they could get to a place with their friends. I mean, think about like Drew Barrymore and Tom Green.
Mhm.
Literally, they talked for the first time in 20 years after they broke up on her daytime talk show. And since then, and by the way, that was in September. And then this week, Drew actually revealed that they are keeping in touch since that conversation by playing virtual Scrabble. But again,
Yeah.
that took 20 years to get to that place. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but I do agree with you. When someone has broken your heart, it takes some time to heal and patch that. There's some a healing process. There's a letting go process before you can get to a place where you can even still be in each
Yeah.
other's lives, right?
Yeah, but there's some important information here that makes Drew and Tom's situation a little bit different from Miley and Liam's. When we
Yeah.
spoke to Drew in September, she told Kevin Frazier that she can't really recall a negative impact surrounding their split. So there was really no bad blood that she could recall. So it's different when it comes to Miley and Liam. And I don't know if you've seen Drew and Tom interact. She just looks at him with this glimmer in her eyes. Honestly, even if they just stay friends, I'm not sure. This may transpire into something bigger in the
You
future.
think?
I think so. She talks about the
Wow.
timing of everything. She said she thinks the split happened because of just the timing of everything wasn't right. But they are genuine friends, and you can tell that they
Yeah.
support each other for sure.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time exes got back together, so you never
It wouldn't
know.
be.
I wish we had that crystal ball you were talking about, because what a prediction. If that happens, don't forget this moment, people. Mel called it.